I can't tell you how excited we are for today. The amount of support and connections in the community has just been fantastic. For all of you in the room, it's just going to be a fantastic day, and we appreciate all of you being here. And we think this is the beginning of something really special, because everything that's special starts with the first step in a journey, right? And that's what today is kind of the first step in the Southeast Fintech Venture Conference journey. And
this is a great place to grow your business, and it's a lot less expensive than the Bay Area or Boston or New York. And so all the young folks who, again, have this great ideas, find they can actually live here and have fun and enjoy life, but also start their company. So we are excited to have you here.
Everybody that invested in our angel round that we eventually closed, we started at 500K and then went to 2 million, and our Series A round said no to us at least one time. And there's a couple lessons to learn from this. Just because they said no doesn't mean they're not going to say yes later. And then there are also things you can do once you hear a no from them, as I mentioned before, to hopefully make yourself better. So when they say no, you should ask 2 questions. First question is why? And they'll usually not tell you the answer, because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to tell you that your baby is ugly. So they're going to be like, not the right time. We invested in a similar company. Our fund's not, we're over concentrated here or there. There's a reason that they're not investing in your business, and it's incumbent upon you as the entrepreneur to figure out what that reason is. So you got to ask them, and then you got to peel back the onion. You got to say, look, that's not the reason. Can you please tell me it's really helpful to my business? And ultimately, they want to be helpful. They're in the helpful business, and so you need to ask those questions. The other question you should ask them is, if you're not interested in investing, do you know who will? You know who might be interested in chatting with us? They will give you a referral.
Talent is a big deal in terms of also, what companies bring in terms of talent. We recruit on a national basis for talent, and certainly in any acquisition that we do, high in the list is the talent pool of the company.
I just want to talk about the future. So Southeast Fintech investing, where are we going in the future? What do you see in the markets that are represented here today? Any thoughts?
I kind of touched on it. I think we're in good shape just because of the leaders we have in the incumbent kind of ecosystem. One thing that's happened in the last 5 years ago when Fintech started to get a buzz, most of Silicon Valley companies and other entrepreneurs were all about, I'm going to kill the banks, existing banks, and they're not smart and they don't know what they're doing. And then they started trying to set up their own compliance and security and regulatory, and realized cost of funds were a little higher than they thought. And now what's come full circle probably in the last 12 months is almost all the entrepreneurs that are getting things started or have an angle towards partnering with a lot of the incumbents. So with Atlanta and Charlotte, I mean, just between us, we have a very large percentage of the leaders in the existing financial services world with real distribution out to customers that can use these products and services. So I think we're in as good a shape as we've ever been. Not to mention the other things, the geographic, the weather, the cost, the talent, that kind of stuff.
When I came on as CEO, I was the 5th person, so it was really early. But I lived here, and so I had the option to move up there, move the business up there, or stay here and open an office and grow it. And I'm originally from New York, and no offense to any New Yorkers here, but this is just a great place to live, and I've always believed that this would be a good place to grow a young business. The financial services talent was great for us. Obviously, low cost, good weather, all the things that Mike talked about. But it was very intentional for us to choose Charlotte, and so technically keep our headquarters in New York. But about 75% of our staff is here in Charlotte, and we'll grow faster in Charlotte than in New York.